And you do that through just being present right now. Right now. Look around you. Ask yourself, what's wrong with this moment right now? What's lacking in this moment? And just observe. Observe if in this moment there's anything that's lacking. Don't think about it, just observe. Notice the colors, the different objects, the different sounds. And notice if there's anything lacking. There's nothing lacking. The issue is that the unhappiness will cause you to project you outside of this moment. And you'll think that someone will make you happy. And as a result, all of the energy that you naturally would bring to your senses by being present is stolen away by your ego. And this stealing away of this precious energy, it morphs into a future. It morphs into a living entity that's fictitious but feels real, with an emotional reality. And it'll morph itself into a gender of the opposite sex or something that represents salvation for you. And you'll seek that rather than seeking the present moment. When you begin to realize that intense energy that you have to seek happiness in people is really trapped energy that you use naturally to get connected with the moment, then you can begin to reclaim that by just bringing your attention to the present moment. That's the first thing you got to do. To stop seeking happiness from the opposite sex, you have to learn to become present at first. And you could do that by purchasing or pre-ordering my course, Emotional Mastery, which is coming out in the summertime. It's a 6 to 8 week course on mindfulness and applying presence into your life. It's really one of my favorite courses that I'm making at this moment. So that's one thing, is that you're seeking validation in the opposite sex. The next one is that you think they're more important than you are. You're not seeing them as who they really are. When we like someone, we think their lives are more interesting than ours. We think they're more cool. We think that the people who have them are so lucky. We think that they're never bored. We think that they never take a shit. We think that everything is perfect. We think that their lives is better than us simply because we like them. Oh, fuck. Simply because we like them. Ah, I saw that shit, Father Alex. Stop acting like that shit that didn't fucking happen. You hit your head. Shut up, Melissa. All right? You think they're more important than you. What you got to do is bring them down to size. Humanize them. Imagine how they're going to look when they're older. Visualize how they're going to look when they're older. Imagine them with how they looked when they were younger. Imagine all of the things that they go through in their lives. Imagine their insecurities. Imagine the things that they feel that makes them feel lesser than other people. Imagine his or her mortality in the future. Imagine how one day we're all gonna die. Imagine that how all of Earth will one day not exist. You want to bring the infinite to bring this person down to size, because a lot of the times when we like someone, we think that they're so important that they're larger than life. And as a result, in their presence, we feel lesser than. And a lot of people we all have different personalities in our psyche. And each personality type that we have, like different roles that we take, have a different personality. When you meet someone who you think you're better than them, you take on a personality. And sometimes that's just wired. But then some people have a certain personality when they meet someone who they think they're better than them. You'll notice that person changes completely. It's like when dudes talk to girls, you notice that they change their personality. The guys that are really good with women, you notice that their personality don't change. It's the same thing. Is that what you want to notice is, how do you change your personality when you're around somebody who you think is more important than you? And you want to address that part of yourself by bringing self-awareness, by bringing presence. So when I'm around somebody who's super important, or a girl who I find really attractive, I notice, okay, how am I behaving differently? And then when I'm around someone who I don't find that attractive, or whom I don't care about their validation, I notice how I behave. And there's a huge difference. And the irony is that when I don't like them, they end up liking me. But it's because I behave differently when I like them. You take on different roles. So most likely when you meet somebody who you think is a catch, you have a personality type that's unattractive a lot of the times. How do you know that? Well, the next one it's not just knowing that they're thinking that they're important. It's the emotional reactions that come when you think somebody's more important than you. But before that, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break. All right, people, if you guys enjoy that type of content, if you guys want to work with me one-on-one and you guys have some situations you guys want me to answer, maybe somebody's playing you, maybe somebody doesn't like you, maybe you want to make somebody like you, maybe you want to tell me your situation and see what I think, you guys can click on the description down below and purchase a one-on-one phone coaching call with me that is completely confidential and nobody knows about it. And there I'll be able to give you my personal opinion about your situation. And at the end of the day, when you work with me, you're gonna get answers, all right? The point is that you're not gonna waste your time. If you guys want to do that, click on the description down below. Those are the one-on-one private confidential phone calls. And if you guys want to be able to, for me to answer your questions, like you see in my videos where I answer questions, you guys can book an email coaching session, which is more affordable, and you guys can change things around and nobody will know it's you. And there you'll be able to get a one-on-one type of coaching, and I'll be able to post it on YouTube. And the beauty about it is that nobody finds out because you get to change your name, people. You say you're in China, I'm gonna say you're in Australia. Nobody's gonna find out, people. Now, I wanna make it clear. The private one-on-one phone call are private, confidential. The email coaching calls, as you guys can see, are things that I post on YouTube. They're more affordable and they let me post a video on it. As long as you change things around, nobody will know it's you. So don't be shy, man. I love working with people, and at the end of the day, it's my passion to help people. You guys have no idea how happy this makes me to be able to help you guys at an individual basis. And at the end of the day, you're gonna get my honest advice. A lot of people bullshit you just to bring you back as a customer. If you guys are looking for that honest advice, this is the guy for you. Okay? See you guys.